So what are you doing as a kid if you're not skating? Are you doing theater and stuff?
I did a little bit of theater when I was like young, but I think most of it is like I did a lot of sports, video games.
What kind of sports playing?
So much video games. I played soccer growing up, and then after soccer, I played Pop Warner football probably from like 5th grade through my junior year in high school.
Nice. Why'd you quit?
My high school was terrible at football. We were terrible at football.
Bad squad.
Bad squad, but also I kind of hated everybody on the team. My senior year, by then I was sort of involved in drama, and I knew I was gonna
Oh, so you did find it later in high school?
I knew I was gonna be like the lead in the play that fall, and like that was important to me. And then I also just didn't. Hated most of the people on the team. Like my few friends that like I was friends with before, like outside of football. All of them stopped playing, except for maybe one or two.
Right.
By the time we were seniors, I also had an injury that I was dealing with, and I was like, I don't want to. I was like, I don't.
Concussed? You get concussed?
I got concussed. No, I didn't get concussed, but
What was the injury?
I played that. I had a.
I like to know injuries. Ooh.
This guy, for everyone who can see, this is frightening. Got so excited. I had a.
I actually don't. I hate blood, but I am curious.
What happened was I was also a volleyball player, and so my summer before junior, and we were a really good volleyball school. I mean, you could see the beach from our high school, so it was like we were just like the kings of volleyball. And
it's a great movie. The Kings of Volleyball.
Volleyball kings, just high school kids that are just kicking ass. So I was playing a lot of volleyball. I would play a lot during the summers, and I remember that summer junior to senior year summer, I played a lot, and I thought I just like pulled my groin or something. It was like kind of like just sticking. No. I was like, oh, this is weird, but I just kind of played through it, and it was finally like after a few weeks, it's like not getting better, and I went to the doctor, and they're like, oh, you have like a tiny fracture on your pelvis.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, exactly. And I was
This is why you didn't want to say it.
Yeah. My dick's broke. No, it was my pelvis. And so, but it wasn't major. It just was like, and they're like, yeah, it looks like there's like a little fracture, but it should heal. And then it just didn't heal. So then I had to have like a surgery. So it turned into this whole big thing, which at the time I thought like,
how do you do that though?
I was like, this is amazing. I mean, they cut you in the front, and then they,
No, how did you crack it though?
I don't know. I woke up. I was playing so much volleyball, and so like I remember just one morning waking up kind of sore, and I was like, oh, I bet I just worked it too much. And because what happened was there was like it was just sort of like bad luck. There was like a cyst, like a benign cyst there, which is softer than bone.
Sure.
So it was basically kind of like a stress fracture.
Gotcha.
And, and it could have been like I dove for a ball and just hit a harder spot on the court. Who knows?
Right.
But I just thought I was like, oh, okay, I'm just fatigued. I'm just sore because I've been playing so much.
Yeah.
And then it didn't go away, but I was like, I went to like this SDSU, San Diego State volleyball camp, and like, and sort of had like light interest from them. And I was doing this, so I was doing all these like sports camps, just keep going. And
yeah.
I was like, God, why? I was like, why is this not feeling better? And they're like, oh, it's because you got a little break. And then I thought it was, they're like, just rest it, it'll heal. It didn't really heal. And then, when they were like, well, we can do surgery. And I remember thinking, I was like, oh, that's cool. Cause I just like, I loved looking, like I idolized like the NFL. And I was like, yeah, all these NFL players have surgery. I was like, that's dope, man. Like Mark Schlereth is always talking about, he's had like 10 surgeries on his knees. I was like, that's awesome. Like a warrior. Then I did the surgery. I was like, oh, this
sucks.
This fucking
I oddly felt the same way in high school. I never got injured either, and I was always jealous of the people that were getting like taped up before stuff. I was like,
oh, yeah.
I want to be in the training room. Why can't I get hurt?
100%. Yeah, there was this guy, Joe, who was like the stud of the team, and I remember
Joe.
he blew out his knee. I think as a sophomore, and then came back the next year and got to wear like a knee brace. But he was just like
animatronics.
He's one of those guys that was just like just a man in high school amongst boys. For whatever reason, like he just like. Had everything, like the muscles, and you were just like, this guy's the king of the school. And so it was like, yeah, Joe blew out his knee, like that's awesome. And I'm sure if I saw Joe now, he's like, oh, this goddamn,
he's got lingering effects.
Yeah, nothing. Like don't have your kids play sports.
He's a cop.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my knee.